So there's the deadlift with a bent row. It is not an easy exercise, but the good news is it's an extremely effective exercise. So I recommend that no matter how intimidating that might have looked or how confusing that might have looked, the body is an amazing thing and you will learn this in no time, I promise you. So the way to practice this exercise is get into your deadlift position, shoulders back. Remember the stretch that we're going to practice to get into the deadlift? Same thing. So you're in the stretched position, and right here is the make or break point. This is where you see how inflexible or flexible your hamstrings, lower back, and hips are. So right here is where most people want to start bending over. That's fine. You don't need to go any lower than this. Just maybe a little bit lower. Feel that big stretch in the hamstrings, and then you pull your arms up. You don't change the level of flexion in your back. At this point, the weight is pulling you down. Your hamstrings are stretched. Your hips are activated. Your core is extremely activated. Your lower back is just tense in a good way. It's working, it's contracting. And then you pull the weights upwards, which is activating every single muscle in your back from your neck all the way down to the butt. Then you let them go. So it's going to look like this and like that. And even with no weight, watch what happens in this exercise when you try this at home. You're going to feel your hamstrings. When you pull upwards, you're going to feel them even more. You're going to feel your back contract, your postural muscles. And this is where it's important not to round your shoulders, because this position is called a lordotic position, where your spine is in a positive curve. And that, when you pull here, your spine is protected. You're safe. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're stretching a lot. Your body is wondering what the heck is going on, but because of that, it's going to respond by making positive gains. So the deadlift with a bent row is an advanced maneuver. It's a difficult workout, but once you get comfortable with the deadlift, I really recommend that everybody try to add the bent row into their deadlift, because it's adding 2 exercises into one movement and it's extremely effective. For those of you who are more advanced, or those of you who feel like you really want to challenge yourself and you feel ready, because if you're not ready, don't challenge yourself, all right? Don't get hurt before your real results have come. Take it easy. It's not a race, and the results are going to come. They will come, all right? So I'm going to show you right now a one-legged deadlift. Now this is a fantastic exercise. I love this. I've been really doing this on and off for years, and I always come back to this exercise because it's really just challenging, and I love that. And the results, of course, are worth it. So a one-leg deadlift is exactly what it sounds like. You're on one leg, shoulders are back, chest is arched up. You go down to your comfortable position and back up. Now I bring the knee up because I find it balances me. Not everyone feels the same, just as I say that, of course. So I'm going to bring you through 8 reps on each side. I'm going to regret saying that now. I wish I had said 3 reps on each side, but I committed to 8, so here we go. Now you're using this back leg as your balancer, okay? Your rudder, let's call it. This is steering you for when your body starts to get a little bit out of control. This is an extreme workout for your butt, for your legs, for your back, for your postural muscles, and for your abs. Big time for your abs. Okay. I'm going to pretend that was 8. Might have been 7. I hope everyone's paying too much attention to this form, not so much attention to the numbers. So here we go. Oh. Now, I can't stress enough how important it is to challenge yourself to make the descent of this exercise, this motion right here, as slow and controlled as possible. Not only does it make the exercise more effective, but it's safer. And there's a principle in working out called time under tension. And the slower you do some exercises, the more results you get. And this is a great exercise to take that opportunity to slow it down, challenge yourself, challenge your control, and just keep it slow and controlled. I'm gonna say that was 8. And my hamstrings are green. I mean, really, I just did 8 on each side with not too much of a weight, and they're screaming right now. If I walk away from this exercise right now, I would be missing something because I should have done a second and a third set, and I hope you all are at home. But just to give you an idea, just from that one 10 rep or 8 rep exercise I just did, my hamstrings are going to respond. I'm going to gain flexibility from that. I'm also going to get more blood flow to the area, and it'll just set me up for having more results the next time I train my legs. So I recommend everybody do 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps per exercise I showed them. Now, exercises like this one-legged exercise, you don't have to do 12 to 15 per side. That's asking too much. I would recommend 8 to 10 each side, maximum. You're fine with 8 to 10 each side. For your squats, for your two-legged deadlift, for your plie squats, for your deadlift with a bent row, those are all exercises you can go 12 to 15 reps. For these one-legged exercises and the lunges, 8 to 10 per side is plenty. And how you make these exercises more difficult is you go up on the weight. It's an old school principle, but it's the one that works. There's a reason why people in the gym, in the weight room section, are really changing their bodies. You see these people and 2 months, 3 months later, they're really changing their bodies. And you see a lot of people on the treadmill, and you see the same person for 5 years with the same body. Weights change your body, okay? Cardio will help your weight resistance program be more effective in your physique transformation. But cardio will not change your physique, all right? There is a magic formula with the two. And through my research and through 15 years of doing this, I have seen that 45 minutes of weight training followed by 35 minutes of cardio is the magic formula for really changing what's going on right here. All right, so that means 45 minutes of a weight training routine that is structured, where you're going from one exercise to another with 45 seconds break to maximum 1.5 minutes, and completing them with intensity and with focus on the quality of each rep. After 45 minutes in the weight section, you go over to the treadmill or the stair stepper, elliptical if you want, not as effective, bike if you like it, and you spend 35 minutes there. What happens right here, I'll explain this really quickly, but during your 45-minute workout, you burn your glycogen, which means you burn the carbohydrates that are stored in your body. Once your carbohydrates are gone, you have one source of fuel, it's body fat, okay? So the reason why it's more effective to burn body fat by working out first and cardio second is because the cardio is now your fat burner. You've used your glycogen stores, you've used your carbohydrates that you've eaten either that day or the day before that are stored in your muscles, they're gone, all right? And now your fuel is your muscle, and that's where you want to be. So once you go to that system, 45-minute workout, 35 to 45 minute, now I say 35 to 45 minutes, if you love to run, I'm not going to stop you, all right? Go 50 minutes, go an hour, but don't go more than that, because then you start to mess with your cortisol levels, and then you go into an overburn, and then you actually will slow down your metabolism or just be starving all day and keep it, or make it impossible to keep your calories low. So before I go off, because again, when it comes to these things, I can really talk forever, the magic formula, 45 minutes in the weight room, 35 to 45 minutes on the treadmill, and that will change your physique faster and more effectively than anything you've ever done before, I promise, when you work out with intensity. Now, not everyone has the luxury of being able to afford a trainer or to know a friend who will go to the gym with them and motivate them, but what I've just showed you here with these exercises is all you need for your lower body, for your core and posture to make excellent results. I also recommend everyone do a push-up, which I can show you. You know what? While we're here, I'm going to show you. All right. So, standard push-up, plank position. You know what? While I'm here, there's 2 exercises that I did not show you that now that I'm down here, I realize these shouldn't be left out either. The plank and the push-up. So, here is a plank. Now just staying in this position is challenging. You're working your core, you're working your postural muscles, you're working your triceps, you're working it all. So a push-up is just a plank with a movement. So here is a push-up. Full extension. All the way down controlled. Full extension. So that's a push-up. So the plank and the push-up really come together. If you're not strong enough for a push-up, you do the knee push-up. I cross my feet over, don't know why, you don't have to. You can also do it like this. And up. There is nothing wrong with a knee push-up. They're extremely effective. So if you don't have the strength to do normal push-ups, do 12 to 15 knee push-ups. And in fact, a lot of people, when they're starting their pursuit for a better body, they don't even have the power to do 12 to 15 knee push-ups, and that's okay. That's where you start with the plank. So back to the plank. And you can also do the plank on the forearms, either one. In fact, forearms, a lot of people will tell me that it's more challenging. It's really up to you. Everybody's body is different. It depends a little bit on your flexibility levels, but the plank is not to be underestimated. And I recommend that everybody try to hold the plank for 25 seconds. So if you can hold the plank for 25 seconds, you're probably ready for some knee push-ups. You're probably ready for, and soon, you're ready for the real push-up. So that's the plank. I don't know what else I wanted to show you. So I feel pretty confident right now that with those exercises, you really have it all. I mean, we've gone through every muscle in the body. Now what we haven't done is we haven't isolated anything as far as the biceps and triceps go. So if you feel like you don't like your arms, you want to make changes to your arms, all the workout that we did, or most of the workout that we did, will challenge your arms. The bicep curl, that was a bicep isolation exercise. Now it's not a high volume of them, so if you're really trying to work in your arms, you can always just, at the end of this workout, you can take some 5, 10, 15 pound dumbbells, and you can just do standard dumbbell curls, all right? Just extra focus on the biceps. Or for triceps, you can do overhead tricep extension. So one arm or two arm. This is what I recommend if you're gonna do a tricep exercise. But keeping in mind that your push-ups, knees or regular push-ups, have a huge impact on your triceps. So if you feel like you're not working here enough and you're doing your push-ups, you are working them enough. You're working them fine. As you progress into your workout, or as you add different weights or different workout machines to your home fitness center, you can just focus on whatever you want. But the basis of it is what I just showed you here. This is sufficient to give you an effective, fat-burning, physique transforming workout. So I hope that everybody learned today. I hope that everybody has taken something from this, because what I just showed you really, it's all you need. All right? So go to the PhuketCleanse.com website, take a look at our articles. There's always going to be something new on fitness and something on routines. So if there's any questions, you can always go to our Ask Us a Question section and just fire off a question. All right? We're here for you. We have probably met you. Most of you watching this are ex-cleansers, and we miss you, and we hope to see you again. And this is a service we want to provide for you, because when you experience what the detox can feel like, and you know that the extra element to that, to perfecting what your challenge is, the fitness aspect, well, this gives you a starting point, and we're here to help guide you through it. So whatever you want, just please ask us. We're here to help. Thanks, guys.